Hey guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Here's me back again with the face. Yeah, here's me face again, right? So after a long time, I feel like needed a change or something. But the hair remains. Hopefully, it will not be chopped off. But yeah, summer is not fun. Anyway, so today I have one episode for you. Episode is gonna be about clubbing fragrances, which I haven't done in a long time, you can say. And these fragrances are 10 fragrances which I think are good for clubbing scenario. And I have picked a couple of honorable mentions which I'm going to show in the end. Okay, one thing. Second thing is, some of you will be a little bit surprised, like, hey, clubbing fragrance is supposed to be all sweet. It's all about sweetness and stuff, right? Sexy. Sometimes, if you live in a hot country, you might need something fresh as well. So I picked five sort of fresh, but other five, the top five, they're going to be more on the sweeter side, right? So time is pretty late. It's around 3:15. Okay, 3:15, 3:20ish. Okay, so I'm doing this peaceful and quiet, right? So the honorable mentions will be in the end because they are honorable mentions, right? But the first one I'm going to show you, after a long time, I thought of this. Funny thing, I thought of this fragrance and I thought, let's do a clubbing list, and that's kind of weird, right? This is called Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct. One of my earlier years when I reviewed this fragrance, I actually fell in love with this. This one has this very nice melons, melons, think of that, and then got tonic water, gin. So got some boozy aspect, some sweetness, some freshness, very ozonic. So when I wear this, it gives me feel of something ozonic at the same time by the beach, playful, volleyball. Let's say the clubbing is on the beach, crazy. Let's say somewhere in Langkawi in Malaysia, or I haven't been to Pattaya, but somewhere on the beach where people go for holidays. At nighttime, you see some barbecue happening. There's a bar nearby, and you are not wearing any flip flops, just bare feet, right? Cool sand, right? That's when I'm thinking you can try this. It's very nice. It's very fresh. It's very fruity. It's kind of like a very playful fragrance, and it projects a lot initially. Just you have to carry a decant. Okay, this one doesn't last forever, but I like this fragrance a lot. Abercrombie and Fitch First Instinct. I love this wavy bottle. Next one, let's go youthful. That's what clubbing basically, like I'll just talk in mid. Clubbing, there was a time, we were young, our age were like 20s, 30s when we were in university. And we used to hang out, mostly, but it was mostly a sausage fest. Most of us are guys, we are trying to, like go to clubs, trying to meet ladies, but you don't have always the look or the charm or the car. Later you get the car, start, meeting people, okay? So I remember those times, if I had these fragrances, they would be actually very helpful. But anyway, I used to wear Daniel Desire Red fragrances like that. So next one I'm going to show you, Bad Boy Cobalt. Okay, this is one fragrance. I thought of it like, what should I pick for this list? This one has two sides. One side is it has the freshness in the opening. It's kind of like a very fresh, blue, nice opening. The dry down goes more sweeter, and that's when I think this fragrance becomes like a more manageable bad boy compared to the rest of them. The other bad boy is Elixir, Cobalt Elixir, and then the rest of them like Le Parfum or something. The other ones, they're a little bit heavy. Cobalt Elixir is also like Invictus Elixir. So this one you can try. Just go 5-6 sprays. That will cover the clubbing scenario. So for youthful people, this is a great fragrance. Bad Boy Cobalt. Older folks don't like it much. Okay. So next one, continue with the blue trend. Let's go with Dylan Blue. Okay, I recently bought a backup bottle of 200 ml because my bottle was running out. Okay, this perfume is one of the greats of all time. Why? Yeah, it does not beat Dior Sauvage in my humble opinion for what that one provides, but Dior Sauvage 100 ml, it's more expensive than 200 ml of it. That's why this is so advanced. And this one got the fruitiness, the shower gel vibe. It's a known scent. Okay, it's youthful, not juvenile, but it's a fruity scent that gets recognized and appreciated in summer. This fragrance you can definitely wear if you live in a hot country, and this could be a good freshness. Not always women are looking for like the heavy, like you're thinking like, I have to smell like honey, so, or red wine. No, sometimes you can smell fresh. That is also, that brings something different. But in general, the clubbing scenario, like when people are dancing and there's so many people sweating, and there the AC is not going to be working so much, there's going to be a lot of smoke, people smoking and stuff. And also, like people have so much fragrance or cologne on them. So anyway, so you need to do your part and use your Dio, and Dylan Blue I think is a good choice for summer. Next one, yeah, similar pattern. but I have picked up the right Invictus for this list. Okay, this one is a hybrid. This is the Invictus Parfum, I think. Okay, Perfume or Parfum. What's the name? What is your name? I forget the names, and they're so tiny for my limited vision. Okay, this is Parfum, I think. Yeah, I keep looking. I cannot read it anyway. So anyway, I write down the name. Don't worry about that. So this fragrance is one of those fragrances which has really good longevity. This is a mix of Invictus Original, Invictus Aqua, Invictus Legend, and little bit of Invictus Victory Elixir. Okay, so this one offers that blue freshness, holds very well, and also a little bit of sweetness on the dry down, just like the Bad Boy Cobalt. Okay, so they are kind of similar in a way, but the smell wise, this one I prefer. It's much more upscale, very powerful fragrance. Okay, good for clubbing scenario if you want to get one Invictus for warmer days for clubbing. Next one is going to surprise some of you a little bit, because the name definitely does not go with the fragrance. This is definitely not a fragrance I would wear with formal attire, but this is called Office for Men. This is my not holy grail. Sorry, it's one of the older bottles. This is the 3rd generation bottle. I reviewed every single Office for him, from the first bottle, then they canceled, they went with that transparent, then this one. So this one, I'll tell you one thing, like it gets a lot of heat and hate. Reason being, of course, Jeremy himself, right? How this one went with cringe, buy one get one free, and the price went insane, and then discounted, blah blah, a lot of things. But if you keep all those aside, just for the discussion's sake, if you ask me to pick up one of the fragrances that lasts a long time, which is fresh, fruity, Alberto Morillas did that, and he put a lot of potency in a fragrance. This is the fragrance, I would say. Yeah, keeping the hates aside, I really get massive longevity and projection from this. I really am thinking to get a backup bottle, even though they're very expensive now. But Office for him is a good fragrance for clubbing. So there goes the 5 freshies. Now let's go a little bit more sweeter, a bit darker. So I'm going to go with my new purchase. This is called Nitro Red. Okay, and this is by Dumont Paris. Okay, Dumont Paris or Paris. I heard there's a new Intense or something out. I want to try that. But this one on its own right is beautiful perfume. It's affordable, $35-$40 depending on where you get it from. This fragrance is fruity, sweet, and smells just like the way bottle looks. Okay, the red, very nice, watermelon, fruits, strawberry, sort of those big gums, jello, and that's how I describe it. It's a fantastic sweet fragrance, which is like carefree. It's like happy times. Even the world is not happy times, but this fragrance is happy. Okay, when you put it on, I feel a little bit like it's a bit juvenile, it's very youthful, and it's like bubblegummy sweetness. It even beats sweetness of 1 million. That's sweet, right? It's some people say inspired by Hawas. You smell a little bit of that somewhere there, but it's not just Hawas. It's a lot of sweetness, in that way. This is very good and very good longevity, and for the price, it's a very good bargain. It's called Nitro Red by Dumont Paris. Next one, I am going to get the bottle of this backup very soon because I'm broke right now. I am trying not to buy so many fragrances. That's why you don't see so many like individual reviews. I'm just doing list after list. This is the fragrance. This is the bad boy. This is the one that's happening. This is called Hawas Fire. I have a bad feeling that this one may be discontinued because due to the conflict of what's happening inside Rasasi. If it is not, I'm going to be the very first one who's going to be very happy, because this fragrance is still not cheap. First time I got this, it was $60. Okay, 60, 65. Now they're selling it 45 to 50. Other houses sometimes being offered $29, $30. So this one did not reach that $30 mark, and I am going to buy a backup in case it's discontinued. This is ultimate beast mode clubbing. If you ask me what actually is bigger than Shura at this current moment, which one took over Shura from Middle East, it's this one. My favorite Hawas right now, it's Hawas Fire. You put this on, go into the club, everybody's going to be nose blind, and you can destroy everybody's fragrance. That's what good about this fragrance. Okay, Hawas Fire, ultimate devil juice. Now next ones, they are very sweet and very innocent compared to that. I just think these are better blends. So let's go with Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal Parfum Pour Homme. Okay, I had the original. Original is good for summer. This one, in the particular one, there's another one, new one. I think there's a gold bottle or something. I haven't tried that, but this one is very sweet, very nice tonka bean. Just sweetness. It's just very sweet perfume. Doesn't go anywhere much. It just stays playful. If you know the, I was going to actually put the Tonka, Oud Tonka, the blue bottle, which is also so much more potent than this, even lasts a long time. But this one has a little bit of sophistication. It's not just Tonka. I forgot the notes, but this is a good clubbing fragrance. It's even got the crown, you know, got good balance. You know, if you miss your Eros, I don't have my Eros anymore, so this one's something I would suggest. Scandal Parfum Pour Homme. Man, why is it getting warm? I don't know how much is the temperature. Anyway, so number 2, bringing back a legend. Nobody will mention it. I will mention it till the last day. CK Reveal. Okay, CK Reveal for him. This is the fragrance. This is the OG. This is one of the sweetest. Beats Ultra Male any day, you know, in terms of performance. And even as a matter of fact, most designer fragrance cannot compete with this performance. Okay, sadly, this fragrance is getting very hard to find. It's very sweet agave. It got brandy. It got leather, I guess. Even I think this is the best. This is like CK made a fragrance. I don't even know they realize what they made. They should have made like EDP or Pafa or X-Ray or some other flankers. They could make money on this. Trust me. This is CK Reveal. This is the king. Okay. So what is just the number 1 today? Unfortunately, I love CK Reveal a lot, but when you wear a fragrance, when you feel like you have the confidence, you know, I have confidence with most of these, but number 1, Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. This is the fragrance that women love. There's just no denying it. You know, I wear this, I get looks sometimes. You know, people look and like, you know, even dudes, guys, they know perfumes, right? So this smells so good. It has great performance, great push. For clubbing scenario, you can hardly find any fragrance sweeter than this, and it's not just, you know, like juvenile sweet. It has the sweetness. It's youthful, but not juvenile. Okay, and this is the sexy one. This is the sweeter, sexier one. If you really are thinking like, okay, I'm gonna hook up with someone, you know, I'm gonna meet someone, you know, you have the confidence, you know, you are in your prime. And this fragrance actually definitely complements that, right? So clubbing king ultimately today, I'm going to go with this one, Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir. So time for couple of like change of pace, couple of honorable mentions, which I think are the star of the show today, because this fragrance has once ruled the world. Okay, let's go number 1 honorable mention, Joop, the pink juice. Literally, if you want like an animal unleashed, which is full of sweetness, like literally think of like the strawberry, you know, like not juice, like strawberry shakes and stuff, or you know, I don't know, it's like a thick strawberry syrupy kind of, you know, like the syrup that you use in drinks and stuff to make maybe milkshakes. This is that syrupy sweetness. You can definitely smell that cinnamon, florals, everything in it, but mostly it's a gooey, sticky. People are looking for longevity. They're looking for a budget perfume. I don't know why don't people buy this, you know. Of course, the smell is challenging. It's not easy. The next one is the most challenging, but when I smell this in winter, man, I always enjoy these 6-7 sprays in the morning walk, going out. Classic fragrance. So if you want to be a little bit playful and unique in the crowd, wear pink. Joop. Any guess what's number 1? This fragrance is literally I would think like, you know, this fragrance reminds me of Al Pacino in that white suit of Scarface. I used to watch a lot of films one time, and I am a big fan of mafia movies, horror films, cowboy films and stuff like that, and then action, cars. But mostly I also like TV serial like Dexter. Okay, or what was the other one that was that one that with the White House and all? You guys know what I'm talking about. And the other one is like I was just watching the movie a little bit, Mr. Brooks. So this fragrance reminds me of all that, but mostly Scarface, rough and tough guy, you know, Cuban accent. Perhaps he was from Cuba, right? And then he was the bad guy. At the same time, he was the hero. So this is what I think they were rocking at the time, called Kouros. Okay, this fragrance, I used to wear this once. I think this is discontinued now. Yeah, I used to wear this once, and I know one thing, like for sure, this fragrance gets like attention of bit mature women. Okay, let's say you are your age, you are Charlie Harper, 2.5 Men, and you're not looking like to meet just 20 years old. You are trying to match or meet someone of your own age. This is something that may work, you know. This is like kind of fragrances. These are like grows hair on your chest, you know, stuff like that. And it's skanky, it's animalic. At the same time, it has something pretty about it, which is the florals. Okay, such a classy fragrance. Not everybody understands it. I even sometimes think like, what? Why did I love this so much? I do love it, but Kouros is my honorable mention number 2. If you want to like stand out in the crowd, there you go. That's the list. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Do let me know what you guys rocking. Maybe I need to look at something that's new, which is missing from my list, and that would be helpful. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching, and yeah, let's get used to the face. You know, here is me face. You know. Take care. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.